to.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll call, then I get the ball here. I see Josiah also joined, or Maria. So I'm first going to attend to Trevor, who booked me first. He wants to learn about how to develop, put levels in the game. So if it's something which you can also learn from, then feel free to do so. Now I get the ball and I get the pedal here. I'm just using a basic game because I want to just explain. So let me paint I'm going to paint my pedal. I showed you how to make this game within a few minutes, so it should be easy for you. And I'm just going to paint. So to paint, I'll need to use this brush, or not the brush. Let me just use make a shape here, which is green. This is my paddle. And I don't need the outline, so I just eliminate this and I do something simple like this. Now, I just come and name this paddle. And then I'm going to paint another one. So let me remove this. I paint, come back to sprite here and I paint the danger line. I always like my games not to be easy, so I choose colors which will be hidden. Now, when I choose white, no one will be able to see that there is a line there. So even though I increased the size of the line here, so I click line and I change the color of the line to white by modifying this like this. So this is white and I increase the width here to maybe 18 or 20. And then I just draw my line here. So because the line is white, no one is going to know that there is a line there, and that will make the game very difficult in the first place. So I just center my line like that. And I name this danger. So under game, now this is how I'm going to code my game. I'll come to my board and I say, when green flag is clicked, maybe I want to hide. So I hide, I go to looks and I hide the ball. And then after hiding the ball, I will take the ball up here. So anyway, the ball should first come here. So when green flag is clicked, you hide, then you go to this position here. So after going to that position, the next thing I'm going to do is to make the ball now to come maybe from random position, but that's not really important for levels. So let me first create even a level. After this, let me create the variable. And the first variable here, I'm going to create is score. So I create a variable called score. And I say okay for all sprites. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to create another variable, which I'm going to call levels. Can also create another one for health. But for now, let me just make these two. And now I don't want to show them here. So I can just decide maybe if you want to show them, it's okay. Let me just show them for now. But I always want to hide them such that someone concentrates on the game. And at this point, after hiding and going to this position, I need to paint, let me just not have something. Let me see what I can do to make the game funny. So this is what you can do. I just want you to take a look at my screen. Let me share the entire screen, and then I'm just going to show you to go to, where is my browser? And I come to, so if you can see this, I just want to look for a picture. So this is how you can search for GIFs, which you can use as a backdrop in your game to make it appear so dynamic. And you will excuse me for I'm running a lot of things on my computer. That's why the internet is going to be slow. But I hope it can you can really get something very.
It's okay.
Okay. So it's a little bit slow. Let me try to disconnect some things a moment. This doesn't work, then I'm going to go to another browser. Go to another browser, and I'm going to have try this. Yeah, this is fast. So now I'll just come and say maybe for falling flowers. You can choose anything that you want. Okay, raining flowers. Raining flowers, GIF, like that. Then I hit, okay, I set transparent, and then I hit enter. Then I'll just go to click on images here. And this is how I always get here, especially when you have no time to paint your own. You don't, if you paint if you just download everything, then you will not get any mark. You can paint like 90%, then use 10% from the internet or from the existing sprites. So I will just choose maybe, let me see what really is appealing for me. So you have to first see them working. You click on it, then you see if it really does what you want. So let me change, this one has no transparent background, but you can as well just use this. Let me just download this. So you right click it, and then save image as. You click on save image as. You don't,
Teacher,
yes?
when I click save as, it does not work. It just takes an image. So what I do, I go to open in a new tab. So that's why I get it and click save as. That's why to get the whole video.
Oh, that's okay. But for me, when I click save image as, if you just click save, you can either say save image to download or save image as, then you make sure you get the animated version of it. And then I'll just say this, I'll call them flowers. And maybe I wanted the one which is really not so much engaging, maybe this one. Let's also get this one, and I will compare now. So then I call this flowers. And now you come to your Scratch here. And it's all about, the idea is just to be creative and be different from others. So you will come and upload it as a sprite, not as a backdrop. So when I come to a sprite here, and I will just click on upload sprite, especially for images that you get from the internet, you have to upload them as if you want them to be animated, then you have to upload them as sprites. So after this, now you have your image here. You can come to costumes here and just check out to make sure it occupies the whole screen. You can just click here and maybe increase it to 600 or increase the size. Maybe that's too much. Let's have it at 200 or maybe 250. That should work. So then I just come and I code here that when green flag is clicked, this sprite should also hide. So I go to looks and it should also hide. Hide. And I know you know how to put those things, the screens to show, to turn on the first screen. So let me just first add the backdrop.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me just add the one backdrop here, which is maybe let me use this one. Which one is so nice? I think this one is going to work. And I'm now going to just first hide this. So that I have this, and also this line, I have to hide it as you can see it. So I can come here and I say, when green flag is clicked, I hide the line. So I want to hide everything initially. And I just show what I want. Now, to code, so this is also hidden. And also this backdrop is what I want to appear on my first screen when the game starts. So now I'll go to the board and I say, after hiding everything, then when someone clicks, maybe, so when I click the green flag, the ball hides, but then how do I also bring back the ball? So in this case, I will say, if any key, when start button, I needed to have a start button. So let me first hide even the pedal. So when green flag is clicked, I hide the pedal. And then, so everything is hidden. Then I just come and paint another, or I just get a button here. Just search for button, which is already here. So let me just get this one. And I put it right here. Then I'll say, I'll go to my costumes here. And when you come to costumes, you just type, you add text here. You come to T and then you click on the button and say, just type start, then change the color to the color of the text to maybe, I think white is going to do. So let me see. Yeah, so white has to do. And to edit this, I just delete that. Then I'll click on the pointer to center it. And it has to be this at the same point where you have your second costume. So I'll just copy, click on it and click on copy. Then I go to the next costume here and I just paste. It will come exactly where the other one was, such that when you even change the costumes, they can be at the same point. So you say, you come to this button and say, for it should always say, and so when this sprite is clicked, what I want to do is to hide. First of all, I want it to switch costume. So I go to looks and I say next costume, then hide. Then it waits first for maybe 0.05 seconds, and then it hides like that. So that's my idea. I don't know what your idea will be. So when I click green flag, everything hides. Then when I click this, it changes costume, then it hides. And when it hides, then I need the ball to, I need to broadcast a message here. So I come to events and I broadcast message. Even before hiding, by the way, even before hiding, I can broadcast a message and call. I call it game on or start. I just want someone now to start the game. This is now, and then on starting, I'm now going to bring in the levels here as broadcasts. This time they are not as variables. So when I go to the ball, I come and I say, when I receive start, let me just increase zoom in. When I receive start, I want it to show because it's already hidden. So I want it to show. I go to looks and I show. Upon showing, I want it now to start, the ball to start moving. So this is now where you put the code for the ball. And the code for the ball is very simple. You just come to you go to control and get the forever here. Put this up here. And since you want motion, you go to motion and get the move here. Put it inside here. And the ball is going to move in a way which you haven't controlled it. So you have to go and say point in direction. You choose the direction where you want the ball to point towards. So I will point in direction. Direction should be, let me see, down. It should be 180 because I want the ball to go down. Then the next thing you are going to do is to, maybe if you're turning, you can get the turn. So you can get the if first. You go to control and get the if. Let me just use this. I'm not going to use the else for now. So I say if touching the pedal. So let me also bring the pedal on top. I say when I receive, so I go to events and I say when I receive start. So the same thing is you're going to do for levels, for other levels. When I receive level 1, when I receive level 2, I hope now you're getting the idea behind this. So when I start as, when I receive start, I go to looks and I'm just going to show this. And then that's all. So this is also going to be shown when it's received. So when I click on the green flag, everything is going to disappear. But then I want to bring the button on. So I say when green flag under the button, I say when green flag is clicked, show. Because I had already hidden it down here. So whenever someone clicks the green flag for it, it will show like that. Then when I click on it, the ball starts moving. And now you come back to the ball and say if touching the pedal. So touching is under sensing and say if touching mouse pointer, which you're seeing here. This is basic. So I hope you're not just going to do, but this is a very simple game which you can't even get 1 mark. Then if touching pedal, you now want to turn. So you go to motion and you get the turn here, which is here. Then the turning has to be in random. So I go and I get the random operator and I pick random here. I always like to say from negative any value, let me say negative 70 to positive 70 such that it moves from left to right. And then it should point anyway, even point upwards. So I go to motion and I say point in direction upwards, which is now 0. And upon pointing to 0, it will move to a random position. Let me show you what I mean. I click green flag. And before even I do anything, let me first program the pedal such that we have motion. So I will say when green flag is clicked, it will hide. And when it receives this, it will show. After showing, you come to control and get the forever. Put it here. Then you say, you go and get the if. Put it here and you say if right key, if key, right arrow is pressed, then go to the right, then change. I change X. Where is change X? It's a little bit, I think up. Change X by 10, which is here. Then I just go to control again or duplicate this. Let me just duplicate this. And I put it here for the other. Now this is the left arrow. If key left arrow is pressed, then change X by -10. Something like that. And now after this, you need to now bring, now it's now working. So this is all I have to write for the pedal. So when I click the green flag, I click the start, I can be able to, let me see. I also need to put bounce back. So if on edge bounce, here like that. So let me see.
But teacher, you have not yet coded the danger.
Yeah, I haven't coded the danger. I'll code, you don't need to code the danger. You just code the danger. This is what you have to do for the danger. You just get another if inside the ball and say if touching. So I go to sensing and I say if touching danger.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Trying to
Yes, Patricia, you're not audible. I'm not hearing you. You try to be close to your microphone.
code the backdrop to switch to another backdrop.
I'm going to code that. You just wait. I'm going to code using the broadcast message. This is just, I'm just encoding the first level. So when I go to the next level, I will want to switch to another backdrop, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Now, at this point, if touching the danger, I need it to change score. Maybe first of all, when the green flag is clicked, it should set level to 1. The first should always be level 1, not 0. It's different from the score. For the score, I'm going to set it to 0 for the first. But level, you can never start. There's nothing like level 0. Someone will think that you don't know what you're doing if you have level 0. So then since they are initially set to 0 and 1, so here, if it touches the red line, then I will say, so I will just go to looks here and I say game over. Maybe for some seconds. Let me use the one for 2 seconds. Say game over. This is simple. I won't spend much time on it. And then I stop all. So I go to control and I stop all. Then while if it's touching the pedal, I can change score. So I go to variables and I look for change score. I put it anywhere here inside this if statement. Then now this is the point where you have to be attentive. This is why you joined this call today. So you joined this call to bring in the aspect of level 2. So you want, sometimes there are many ways you can bring in the second level, either by if you want to make the next level to be hard after someone really passing well, maybe up to some point. So one example I would use, I would say if I would go to control, and let me just first put it here and I differentiate it from this. So if score is greater than, so I'll get the, if maybe my score goes to greater than 50. So here you don't use only greater than, you have to use the join, or not the join, the and. So I will use the and, which is, I think you look for it, it should be here. And now you look, I want when it's when the score is between a given range, it's in level 2, and when it's above a given range or in a given range, it will be in level 3. So I would say if score, so I come here and I go to my variables and I say if score is greater, if it goes beyond 50, or if it's equals to, if whatever you choose, it can either be equal to 50 or greater. So if it's greater and it's also less than, so I come to, for it's between, I'm just meaning that it's now between. So let me go to variables and I get another score. And then I say if it's between, maybe this is 100. So between 50 and 100, it will be in level 2. Then maybe above 100, it will be in level 3. And the speed of the ball has to change. So here, you're going to broadcast. You come to control and broadcast, get the broadcast, put it inside here, then change this message and call it level 2. Broadcast level 2. As simple as that. And you need to put this one inside here. It should be also happening forever. Sorry. Let me just reduce this size. The code is now becoming huge. So this now takes me to level 2. And you can also do the same for level 3. So for level 3, I would say, before I even code the ball to change the movements, I will just come here and say, I go to control again and I say, if, and I go to operators and I get the and, put it here. Then I get the greater than. Now, if it's greater than, if score is greater than, sorry, if score is greater than, so score is under here. And they say if score is greater than 100 now, we have now reached 100. And it's also, so I get another, this is now less than. So if score is greater than 100 and also score is less than maybe 150, then this should be level 2, level 3, yeah. No, this here is level 2. Now we are broadcasting level 3. So I come to control and where is broadcast? It's under events, sorry. I'm a little bit confused. So I broadcast a message called level 3, and that's, I'm just going to end on level 3. So you can always add the other.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes? Yes, Trevor.
Please send the recording
Yeah,
because I lost network.
I'm going to send the recording, don't worry. Now, upon this, then the next thing I'm going to do is I get this as well and I put it inside here. Now, I want now to code my levels. What happens? I have already broadcasted the messages, but now what should happen when I receive maybe level 1 or level 2 or level 3? But so initially it will be in level 1. So you will always have level 1 here. When I click the green flag, it's not level 1 as you can see here. But then to change to level 2, you can say when I receive, so when I receive is under events. When I receive level 1, level 2. But before that, there is something you have to note about this move. Don't use move. Create another variable called speed. So I click on variable and I create a variable called speed just to show the judges that I know what I'm doing. So this is the speed of the ball and I don't want it to show here. So I'll just uncheck it here. And here, instead of moving 10 steps, I will just move speed steps, but then I set steps here. When green flag is clicked, I'm going to set the speed to maybe 5, like that, or 4, to make the game a little bit easier for someone to get to the next level. And that just shows the speed of the ball. Actually, it should be slow such that someone, in the beginning, someone enjoys the game, and as they go, time goes on, it becomes harder. So then when I receive level 2, I'm going to change. So I come here, when I receive level 2, I change levels by 1. And I also change speed. No, I don't change speed. I will set speed. That's the mistake you can make at this point, and you will hate your game. So you set speed to now maybe 7 or 6. can be maybe at an interval of 2 or 3, whatever you choose. So when I set the speed of the ball to that, then my level will be, then I also broadcast. No, I don't broadcast. I can change maybe the backdrop. So I will come to the to this here, the backdrop here. And under backdrops, I will just come to backdrops, and this one is empty, so I don't need it. I delete it. And I can paint my own backdrop, or I can just come and get another backdrop from here to make it another backdrop here. So I'll come here and I get maybe this. And I come to code here and I say, when green flag is clicked, when green flag is clicked, switch, go to looks and switch backdrop to the backdrop that you want to start, which is the backdrop, which is desert. Then when I receive level 2, I am going to switch backdrop to the boardwalk. And that should be it for changing. So just like Maria was asking how you switch the backdrop, this is how you can switch. You use the broadcast message to switch backdrop. Then now I come to my guy here, who is this, the rain. After hiding, so I can say, when I receive, so what did I broadcast to start the game? I broadcasted start. So I say, when I receive start, I'm going to show. So I go to looks and I show. After showing, I get the control and I get forever. Then I go to looks again and I get the next costume here. And that should be it for this one. And then before even when I receive start, I don't need to see, let me just change this backdrop. So I come back to backdrop here. When green flag is clicked, it sets to this. But when I receive start under backdrop, when I receive start, I'm going to hide. So under looks, I think we don't have. Okay, very good. So let me get another backdrop here. I just paint a backdrop which has nothing. So I come to paint it, then it will just be white like this. And when I come to code, I'll say when I receive start, I just want a white backdrop. So I switch backdrop. Let me give it a name. Sorry. I give it a name, which is going to be blank, just a simple name like that. So when I receive start, I switch backdrop to blank like that. So let me see what happens. When I say start, this is going to come. And now I want the ball to come in front. So here under the rain, I'm going to say, I will, under the ball, I will bring the ball forward. So when I receive start, I will bringing it to the front corner, go to front layer. Show, then go to front layer like that. And let me see what happens if it will come to the front layer. So the ball will be on the front layer, and also the pedal should come on the front layer. So I go to the pedal and I also say, go to front layer after showing. And still under danger as well. Danger, let it just stay. So I can also increase my rain. It looks like it's not really occupying until down. So I can increase this to 70. And I just move it down here like that, such that it occupies the whole screen like that. So let me try out and see. Yeah, this is what I want to happen. And I also need maybe to show the line. So let me also just show maybe the line. Yeah, the line should also show. So underline here, I say when I receive start, when I receive start, I show. So after this now, let me now start implementing the levels. So when green flag is clicked, under levels, you can say, it can be a little bit, it's already hard here, so the speed is going to increase when some, so let me try and see. And I click the green flag, and I click the start. The ball starts slow, and it has reached, it's now, so you see levels are also increasing repetitively, which is wrong. So at this point here, you need to now check about your levels. So instead of saying change level, you can also use set level. So I will set level to set levels to 1 to 2. And then you do the same thing for, just click this and duplicate it and do the same thing for level 3. When I receive level 3, I will switch levels to 3, then I change the speed maybe to 8. And that should be, let me see what happens here. So the ball is not, I have not coded the ball very well. So let me just turn that on by first getting this outside here and putting it here and see what happens. Yes. So I also forgot to maybe put the if on edge bounce outside here. So let me get the if on edge. It should also be outside here if the ball is to come back like that. And I want to just reach, it's going to take me a while, so maybe I can change. Let me change this to make it, I just want it to happen fast so that I can elaborate. So let me change this score by 5 such that we reach 50 very fast. Flag, start. And so I want you to see how it's going to change to level 2 and how fast the ball is going to be on level 2. And you can even make it to text to speech and tell people that you are now in level 2 and to make it more interesting. So we are almost reaching 50. I want you to notice what will happen when we are still in level 1. Now it has gone to level 2. And at level 2 here, something I realize is the rain is still there. I don't want the rain in level 2. So I'll go to the rain and I say when I receive level 2, I should hide. So I go to hide, which is here. So let me see what will happen now. I hope you are understanding at least, you're getting some ideas of how you're going to implement levels. You don't have to use the speed as I've used, but the idea behind is to use broadcast and variables. I didn't use lists. Lists can be used to store the highest score. If you want someone's highest score to be scored, then you have to store everyone's score in a list. And then you can compare whose score is the highest and be telling people that the highest score is this. Maybe if we get time tomorrow, we can do about that. So it's now at 50. It's still in level 1, and now it's going to go to level 2. And you see the backdrop has also changed, and it will keep on. The ball is faster than it has been, as you can see. But if it reaches 100, you're going to notice it now going faster. So I want you to notice now after 100, it's going to be faster, as you can see. Now the game is becoming more difficult. So let me stop that. And so let me take some questions. Is that enough for you to understand how to use levels?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How about you, Trevor? Trevor, do you have any other questions about adding levels?
No,
You,
teacher.
yes?
Tomorrow, is it possible if you could teach me how to make the login?
Yeah, sure.
Because my capital game, I want to add on the login so that people can log in or sign up to enter the game.
Yes, we can do the same at the same time at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Is that okay with you? After the AI class, we can do another session.
Okay.
All right. So let me also give a chance to Maria to ask her questions. If she wants to share the screen, then she can also. So Maria, it's your turn. I'll share this recorded video if your network wasn't okay. So Maria also had some questions, and maybe she wanted to share her screen and let me know. Which kind of help did you want? Sorry, it's coming dark here and I'm looking as if, let me first turn on some light. Just a moment. Okay, so now let's get here from Maria and Saya and the team.
So my question is about login and sign up.
About login and sign in. Okay, so
Yes, teacher.
since your question is about login and sign in, then let me just cover login and sign in within the next week, such that tomorrow we don't even Trevor it's what he wanted to. So let me share the screen again. I'm going to save. I don't need, do I need to save? I can save it and send it, share it with you. So let me save. And I call it Game Simple. Then I'm going to create a new project. So to come up with the level, with the login, you have to be creative to be a designer. So I first delete the cat and I paint my own sprite. So you can either paint a sprite or just have a backdrop. Let me see what will, let me paint a backdrop. And I'm just going to fill this color, this with the, so I'll click, I'll convert to bitmap. Then I change the color to, this should be just white. Then I delete, I come to this backdrop one. This is my first backdrop. This is going to be like the dashboard where my things should appear. Then this, I right click and duplicate. Then this one now I'm just going to add maybe a color, a different color, which is red, like that. Then I can have a different one, which is this one should be, let me just have 3 of them. This one should be maybe purple. So I have white, and this one I'm just going to call it red. This one I'm going to call it purple. So these are not, these just mean nothing. Now I'm going to go to my login. So login has to be the sign up is what I mean. So I come to make the button. I paint under sprite, not under stage this time. This time I'm painting under sprite. And I need to paint to use the square or maybe this rectangular shape. And I need a blue one for sign up and then a green one for login. So I'll just have something like this. And if you want to be a little bit fun, your thing to be fun, you can remove these edges by clicking on reshape. and just change the shape. You can play around with the shapes by clicking here on the edges here, like that, like that, like that. Whatever you really, me, I'm not going to do it because I don't have time. So, but after that, clicking the edges, you can even reshape it, make it the shape that you want. So I can make it the shape I want by doing it like, by just moving them slightly. But since I have no time to be careful, let me just make a square or a rectangle, simple rectangle like that, or a smaller one. Let me make a smaller one like that. And I'm just going to call this log sign up. So I will click text, which is T. Then I always like to use pixel. I like pixel so much. So I choose the color of my text to white or black. So white will really appear well on blue. I choose white, and then I just call this sign up like that. And I click on the pointer here, I center it, or I can increase the size such that it's big by clicking on the edges and moving. So that is visible enough. And I don't have to paint the other here. So I just call this sign up. And then I come to paint another one. And this one is now the login. So I'll just come back to this and I copy. So I just I want to use the same shape. That's why I'm copying. So I shift on your keyboard, then just select and copy. And then you come to your other sprite here, then just come and paste it here. And just come and change now. I want you to change the words inside here. So inside here, I'm just going to say I delete sign up and I call this login. Login like that. And I also click on the center just to center it a little bit. So I have my login and this color should be green. So I change this to green. And that should be it. Meaning now my login can move, it's alone, and also the sign up is alone. So I can put it maybe, I can put them somewhere here. Some people, when you go to some websites, okay, you can just say, don't sign up, or you can say already have an account. Then you can come back to login here and name it login. And just type something above here. Text, just click on text and just type something here. Say already in black. I always like to use black for this. So I'll change it to black. And I say already. And I use a different font for this one. So I'll use this sans serif. They say already have an account. Already have an account. If you already have an account, then you log in. So I will just reduce this size such that it fits on the screen. Something like that. And I will bring this a little bit somewhere here. My screen, then I'll bring this somewhere here. And I can reduce the size, by the way, by making this 80. And then this also, I make it 80 such that they have to be uniform. And I can put it just close here. So then I need a logo. So I can go, since I have no logo with me, let me share my entire screen and I just show you how you can download the logo or you paint your own logo We shall teach you how to paint logos. So for now, I'm just going to,
But teacher,
yes.
now for my game that I have already coded it and all the other stuff,
Yeah.
what I was asking, how do I add the logging in to the game?
You just get whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to connect to what I'm going to do now to your game by using the broadcast commands. You just have to now maybe modify your game by adding the broadcast commands you're going to make here inside the login. So I can say logo logo examples pn.png. I just want to get a simple one. But you can always get your own logo. I don't know why I'm really taking much time here. So because of the internet, let me not create another logo. Let me just come and share this. The logo things, you will add them. You know how to download the pictures, the pictures which have no background. So since me, I have a logo, I'm just going to come here and I upload my logo, which I'm going to get under, I think I'm going to get under desktop. Then I'm going to look for backup and I look for Creative Child. Yeah, so I have the Creative Child logo, which is under assets here, and it's under images. So let me get a logo. Let me get this one. So this is my logo. I'll put it here and I reduce the size to maybe 50. And it will be around here. And now on my backdrop here, I'll just write here, maybe the name of your project now. So I come to the backdrop and I write text. I first convert to vector here and I write text here, which should be maybe in white. And I say, your life companion. You have to designing is also part of Scratch. So I just make it to be a little bit above the logo like that and above the sign. Yeah, somewhere like that. So then I can put maybe a picture here, nice picture, which let me look for one, which I already have on, which I downloaded, and it's under my downloads here. So let me get this nice picture here for my little sister. And I'm just going to put it here. And maybe I get another one also from my Okay, you can put anything. For me, let me just stop here. Now, this one you can just call it, so this one is Daniela. And that should be it. And so this logo, this is a logo, I name it logo. So now you come and code. This is how you code the login. You now come to sign up first and you come to events and say when green flag is clicked, maybe it should show. So you go to looks and show it because at some point you're going to hide. So when green flag is clicked, it should show. And the same thing will happen also to the others. So after showing, you need now to create a list. So I come to variables. And first of all, you have to know what are you going to be recording? You're going to be recording people's names. So you first create a variable, or should I create a list? So you create a variable called name. So I make a variable and I call it name. This is singular. It's going to be different from what I'm going to create in lists. And let me just create another one for email. Okay, let me just call this username and email, username and password. Let me just get people's username and password. Let me rename this to username. And then password or pin. I don't want to use password. Let me just use a pin. So you can choose to hide them by clicking on them like that. After creating them, then you come and make a list. The first list, you're going to now call it names. This is now plural. It's where everyone's name goes. Here, we only take one person's name, and then we keep on adding them to the list. Then I create another list for, okay, you can also rename this to usernames, not to confuse you. So user names. And then I make another list for pins. I don't know whether it's correct English. Let me just leave it to the pin. And so after that, you're good to go. You don't need to show them here, so you can hide them. And if you want also to collect some more data except only this, then you can also make lists for them and make variables for them. So for me, I just want only this. So when green flag is clicked, I show. And also the backdrop that I want, I say when green flag is clicked, I should switch backdrop to purple, because that's what I really like to appear first. Now, you come here and say when this sprite, you do the same thing for login, and also say when green flag is clicked, it shows. And you go to this and say when this sprite, you go to control the events and say when this sprite is clicked, then you need to start working, of course. And how do you start working? You have to hide it. So I first hide it, or not hiding. Why should I hide it anyway? Let me see what I can do. So let me first hide it. You first hide it. I wanted to broadcast, but it would be too early to broadcast. So I hide it. And so let me first not hide it. The best thing to do is to create a broadcast message. So broadcast a message called register, like that. And after broadcasting that message, then you come to events and say when I receive register, then what am I going to do? I'm going to ask. So I go to sensing and I ask username. Say username, enter username. As simple as that. And then I get, now here is where the logic comes in, is to, when you go to the variable, someone is giving you the answer. So you set someone's answer to username. So answer is still under sensing. So you have to set the answer, okay, the username to the answer, someone's answer. So this answer, what someone responds, will be stored in the variable, which is called username. So variable is just like a bucket which keeps our information temporarily. But if you put in the list, it will be kept permanently in the project. So I'm going to show you how to now add it to the list. And after this, you ask again. So I'll come to ask. Now here you're asking pin. Enter your pin. Enter pin. Then you now come and set, so you come to variables and set pin to answer. And if you have ever tried to register, they always have that part for confirm pin. So you can also say bring another one and I say confirm pin, such that someone can remember it, confirm pin. And you set this, you create another variable called confirm pin, called confirm. Let me just call it confirm pin. So I will set confirm pin to someone's answer. And so at this point here, my site is really working fine. So I need now to get the forever here, and whatever I'm going to be adding is going to be happening forever. So here, before even I put the forever, I can say if, get the if else here. If pin 1 is not equal to pin 2, okay, let's use P equal. So if the pin they entered is the same as the confirmed pin, then you say registered successfully. So I say registered successfully. And then else, if the else part means that if the pin is not right, then you're going to try again. So you say, you just say pin doesn't match. Pin doesn't match. Please try again. Please try again. And then you're going to stop everything. So I go to control and I stop everything for someone to try again. Or if I don't want, I can just bring a forever here, and it will just take someone again. It will ask someone the same question again. So I get the forever here, and
Teacher.
yes.
Yes.
You're breaking. Trevor, I can't hear you. Is it my network?
Will it repeat even if your pin is?
Let's try and see. So we are not far away from it. So when I click the green flag and I click the sign up here, it's going to ask me. So I wanted when I receive register, then I should hide it. So let me first hide it and see if it's going to, if I can ask. So in green flag and I click on register, register will hide. And also for login, I want it to hide. So I say events, when I receive register, I should hide. So I also hide it such that when someone is registering, this don't appear. So when I click green flag, they show. Then when I click sign up, they disappear. And now they ask someone, enter username. Isn't this how it's supposed to appear? Of course, yes. Then you enter maybe my name, my username is Solo. Enter, then pin 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 again to confirm. Then it's going to say successfully. But let me just, because I hadn't shown let me just show this first of all. Let me first remove this. I wanted it to.
But teacher, aren't you supposed to remove the confirm pin up there?
No, the confirm pin. Yeah, you're supposed to remove it. Thank you very much. So you remove it by unchecking it like that. So when I click green flag, I click sign up, username is solo, then pin is 1234, and now 1, 2, 4, registered successfully. Let's now try if what if the pin is not right. So I put the username solo. Okay, now it's Gabby, because once you register, even though it's another day, the information is already stored, so I don't need to repeat that account. So Gabby, then enter pin, which is maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another pin I want to fade, so I put just something. Then it's going to say, please, that pin doesn't match, please try again. Then now we are going to get to, so now here, this is what I want you to understand. Yes, Maria, please, I see your hand is up. Do you want to ask?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir. I'm not the list, but even if I put a wrong pin on it, it still says I just successfully.
Are you using variables or you're using, me, I'm not using a list yet. I haven't started using a list. I'm now using variables first.
Use variables. Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can share your screen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you can share your screen. So for you don't even name you have to always name your sprites. But let me look at your code. So you're doing things, I see your idea. You're saying if email contains email, which that's a good idea, but right now you can't really implement it. So to do that, don't use email contains, you just see what I used. Me, I said if pin equals to confirm pin. We have not yet reached that point of putting there. We shall reach there when we reach lists. So I think that's, I just want you to follow what I'm doing. Then you will add your ideas later, because now you may get lost, like you're doing something different and your stuff is not working. Is it okay if you first follow what I'm doing, then you will also implement the contains? We shall add the contains later. I'm going to show you how to use that contains block. Is it okay if you follow what I'm doing, Maria, for now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me share the screen. First, follow what I'm doing. I'm going to come to the part for contains. Just have something like this, like what I've done here. Just have exactly this. And then we now, after now saying, say registered successfully, this is now the point where you come to the list variables here and add, you get. So you come and add, if the pin is right, you're going to first add what is in the username to usernames, and then also add what is in pin to pin. Yeah, to pin, like that. So this means that now you only add these things when someone's pin is right, but when it's not right, it's going to disappear, like you're seeing here. If it's not, then it's not going to be stored. But if it's the pin is matching, then it's going to be stored in the list. So now here is where the login is where you're going to use the contains. You get, don't use contains in sign up. Contains is used in login. So at this point, this is the whole code I need for registration. So I need to, instead of saying registered, I can also speak. So I can get the extension. I come to extensions here, and I get text to speech. Then I can set the language immediately when I say green flag. Then I also set the voice. Then here I can just speak instead of saying. Let me just remove saying here. You can leave it if you want. Me, I don't want to say. Let me show you some. You can just have another sprite which says registered successfully, but that won't. We shall not. It will take much of your time. Let's just speak registered successfully. And then here I will just say pin doesn't match.
Hello. Hi. Pindo. Pindos. Pin doesn't match. Pin doesn't match. Pin doesn't match. Please try. Pin doesn't match. Please try.
So then now this is what I just want to make it to speak, but you can just paint a sprite, and it's the sprite hides when shows up when someone which has the words maybe. Let me show you how you would do that. You just come here and maybe say just type here registered successfully in white, successfully. So this will always come maybe here when someone registers successfully, and it hides when, so you can have another one also to just display here. So me, I don't want that. So let me delete. I just wanted to show you that you can have also that as well. So I've finished registering. So I need to hide this immediately when I receive register, like that, and also hide this when I receive register. So I come to login. Now I'm going to code login. I have already stored my things in username and pin, and now I want to log in. So under login, I'll say when I receive, first of all, I say these are not now important for me. So I'm going to go to events, and I say, when this sprite is clicked, then what do you need to do? I need to hide this, of course. So I need to broadcast a message. So I broadcast a message first of all, and this is now the login. I broadcast login, and I just come here and I say when I receive login, when I receive login, the first thing I'm going to do is, since now I have hidden, so I can also hide both of them. So let me see, I hide, I go to looks here, and then I'm going to hide. Where is hide? Hide is here. And I also go to sign up and I say when I receive login, I should also hide. Both of them should hide. Like that. So let me go back to login. So after hiding, what I need to do now is to do the same thing which I did here, was to ask. So I come here to sensing, and then I ask, someone is now logging in. I ask someone to enter their username. So I just say username. And then I will check if, so I just, let me say, after that, then I'm going to store. Do I need to store it anywhere? So I would say it, I will go to variables. I already created the variables for username. So I will set username to answer. So I go to answer here. And now, and after that, I will again ask. This is now the pin. And I can just put a question mark to just show someone that I'm asking for this thing. Then I go to variables and I set pin to answer. Like that. So after this, now I need to check. So I get the if else, which is here, and I say, if now you use the contains here, put it here, or even our lists by they have contains. So when you come to variables, when you go down here, I will look for, do we have contains? Okay, let me look. So pin, you can just ignore this and use this contains. So here you're checking if pin, if you start with username. So anyway, you need to put the and now, which is and which is under operators, which is here. Put it here, then get this and say if usernames contains the variable, which is username here. And also you do the same thing here for the pin, and pin contains pin, which is here, which is above here. Don't confuse this pin with the pin of the variables, otherwise you will get lost. So the pin of the variables is one. I'm checking whether what someone has input right now is inside the pins which was stored for the username session. So then someone has now successfully registered. So you can maybe speak. Let me just speak. Login successfully. You are now logged in. You are now logged in. And then you broadcast a message. So I go to control and I broadcast a message. This one is success. So when I receive the message success, I need to change the backdrop here. So I'll just come to backdrop and I say, when I receive success, I switch backdrop to white such that now I can put my information. So switch backdrop to this one, which is dashboard, which was white. Let me get back here. But else, if someone's pin doesn't match, you can just speak and say wrong pin or password, wrong username or pin. Please try again. Please try again. Then I just wanted to say, to confirm. Okay. Then after that, you someone can go back. So I have to do this forever. I get the forever here, and I just put it here like that. So that should be it for login. And now, after now someone logging in, if I have my game somewhere, maybe I can now I can now go to the sprite which has the game. So let me see. So even this desire should disappear when I receive success. So when I receive success, everything which I don't want to appear should disappear. So when I receive success, this one should hide. But when green flag is clicked, it should show. It should show. So then I'll do the same thing for the logo. When I receive, when green flag is clicked, it should show. And then when it receives success, because success now, someone has to go to their account or to go to the game. So everything should first clear. So I will, I'll go to events and I say, when I receive success, then I'm just going to hide. So I go to also my login button or sign up and I say, when I receive success, I should also hide it. When I receive success, I want to clear everything before I put now my game or whatever I want. So when I receive success, then I am going to hide the button for login, for sign up. So I hide it and I do the same thing for sign up. When I receive success, I'm going to go to looks and I hide. So I go to my backdrops here, and let me just put something here to just show that I've moved to another. So I'll convert to bitmap and I just add some text here, and I say welcome to our game, whatever you call it. And let me just, you have to change the color. Let me use black so I can see. Welcome to whatever you want. Me, I just want welcome home. I don't know what you will put, but you don't have to write something. So then I can say, if I had my ball here, if I had my other sprites here, which are now in my game. Now these are the sprites which are in the game. Initially, when green flag is clicked, they should all be hidden. They should all be hidden. Everything in your project or should be hidden until someone has logged in. So I will hide everything, every sprite. Let me even add other sprites here. If even Anina should be hidden. So even Anina, if I wanted Anina to be in my project, when green flag is clicked, they should be hidden. So I go to looks and I hide them. But then I say, when I receive success, they show up, and now I can start, they can start playing. So when I receive success, then I'm going to go to looks and I show. So the same thing applies to the ball. When I receive success, I should show. So I go to looks and I show. And the same thing will happen. I think those are all. So you can add so many of them. Let me just test what happens here. Let me just maximize this, and I just want to test this. So when I click the green flag, this is the page that appears. So when I click on sign up and I just call this Trevor username, then I put the pin 4 zeros, then confirm pin 4 zeros. Then depending on the internet, it may take some time to show.
Registered successfully. Registered successfully. Registered successfully. Registered successfully. Registered
Now you see it's
successfully.
saying
Registered successfully. Registered successfully. Registered successful.
Let's now try to fix that under register. So it keeps on saying registered successfully as long as the PIN is the same. So let me remove the forever. And let me first remove the forever. Yeah, sure. So let me try. Let me try now. Click the green flag. I sign up. Okay, now I want to use Maria. And the PIN maybe is 5555, then 555 again.
Registered successfully.
So it's registered successfully. Now what? So that's now something when after someone registering successfully, what should happen? So you come here and after registering successfully, you broadcast another message. So you come to broadcast events. That's why I told you have to use broadcast a lot. You can call this account created. Account created. And now here you want to say when I receive account created. When I receive account created, then you are going to show do we need to show it? So I come to, let me just first remove this such that someone doesn't again register again. So you say, you go to login and say, when I receive account created, then I'm going to show. So I show, login. That should work, So let me try again. So when I say green flag, and I click sign up, and I say Alexandra. Then I put the PIN as 8888, and I repeat it 888.
Registered successfully.
Then now it shows me the login. Now I've registered successfully, so I can now log in. So when I hit login, it's going to, so the ball should not appear at login. So let me first correct that before I continue even. So when I go to the ball, it hides when I say green flag, but when I receive success, not login. Sorry, my internet is so slow, but let me conclude. So in conclusion, I had already finished. I'm just testing. And so when I click on the green flag here, then I click on, I've already, let me now call this Wire. Okay, let me call it Josiah. Josiah. And the PIN of Josiah is 2222. Then 222 again.
Registered successfully.
Then I click now login. So under login, they ask me Josiah. So Josiah is the username. I say enter, then 222.
You are now logged in. 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 You are.
So this forever here, when you go to login, we put this forever. It should not be there. The forever should not be there. Now it should work. So let me try the last time. And so I say, when I click the green flag, I can sign up. And this one, I'm just going to call him Einstein, or let me say Mina. And then I say enter. Then I put the PIN, which is maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Registered successfully.
Then now I can log in. And I say Mina, or any account which I already created. I don't remember the passwords, that's why I didn't use them. Then I put the PIN.
You are now logged in.
And then when you're logged in, now you can, your project will continue like this. Let me get any question now. because this is all that you need now to connect. Now your project.
I am good.
You're now good, Trevor.
Yes.
All right. How about you, Maria, Josiah, and Alex? You've got, eh? You're somehow low. I'm not really getting you clearly, but if you missed something, I'm going to send you this recording, and you can go through it just in the next few minutes. All right, then if you have any more questions, you can send me an email or send me a WhatsApp message, and then we can arrange another meeting. For now, I want to wish all of you a good night and see you again tomorrow in the activities tomorrow. Unless if you have any, does anyone have any other question according to what we've learned?
Let's chat.
All right, then good night for now.
Teacher,
Yes, Trevor.
is it okay if you could send me the link for the classroom for Tinkercad?
Which link? Oh, the one we used today.
Yes, please. For the.
Okay, I'm going to send you the link as well. That's fine. I'm going to send you the link and also the recording. Okay, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.